Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love a good spooky story, buckle up, because today we're re-diving into a tale that will make you think twice about that late-night convenience store run. Imagine this. You're working the graveyard shift at a dusty old convenience store out in the absolute middle of nowhere. Backwoods America, where the silence is so thick you can almost taste it. Sounds peaceful, right? Well, not when you've got a set of very specific, very creepy rules to follow. Our protagonist, let's call him Alex, just started this gig. The pay's decent, the hours are terrible, but hey, it's a job. On his first night, the old-timer training him, a guy who looked like he'd seen things that would curl your hair, hands him a crumpled, handwritten list. Rule number 1, do not sell cigarettes to the same person twice in one night. Alex thought, okay, weird, but maybe they're trying to prevent resale or something. He shrugged it off. Then came rule number 2, and this one sent a shiver down his spine. Ignore the man in the back room, he's always restocking. Alex had already noticed a shadowy figure lurking in the store's back storage area, constantly moving boxes around, but never actually bringing anything out. He never spoke, never made eye contact, just restocked. It was unsettling, to say the least. But Alex just kept his head down, focused on the register. After all, a job's a job, right? But the final rule, the one that truly gnawed at him, was the most cryptic. When the clock strikes 3:33 a.m., do not, under any circumstances, look in the freezer. Now, this wasn't just a freezer for ice cream or frozen dinners. This was the huge walk-in freezer usually reserved for bulk meat or specialty items. It was always locked, and the key was nowhere to be found. Alex tried to ask about it, but the old-timer just gave him a blank stare, and repeated the rule with an eerie intensity. Night after night, Alex followed the rules. He turned away repeat cigarette buyers, expertly avoided eye contact with the silent restocker, and diligently kept his gaze away from the freezer door when 3:33 a.m. rolled around. But curiosity, as they say, kills the cat. Or in this case, maybe just severely freaks out the convenience store clerk. Every night, that forbidden hour approached, and he felt an irresistible pull towards that freezer. What could possibly be in there that was so bad? Was it a joke, a test, or something far more sinister? One particularly slow night, the air felt heavier than usual. The clock ticked closer and closer to 3:33 a.m. as Alex found himself staring at the digital display, his heart pounding. The backroom guy was nowhere to be seen, and not a single customer had entered in hours. He was alone. Just as the numbers flipped to 3:33, an old, rusty key suddenly appeared on the counter right in front of him. He hadn't seen anyone place it there. It was almost as if it had materialized out of thin air. His hand trembled as he picked it up. He knew he shouldn't, but the temptation was overwhelming. He walked slowly, almost in a trance, towards the forbidden freezer. The lock clicked open with a chilling echo in the silent store. He took a deep breath, steeling himself, and slowly pulled the heavy door open. The blast of cold air hit him, but it wasn't the temperature that made him gasp. Inside, neatly arranged on every single shelf, were hundreds of tiny, perfectly frozen versions of himself. Each one wore a miniature version of his uniform, their tiny faces locked in a silent, icy scream. His own face, staring back at him from countless frozen eyes. Absolutely chilling, right? This story just goes to show that some rules are there for a reason, even if we don't understand them. What would you have done? Would you have peeked? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this spooky tale, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more terrifying stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.